As you might have guessed, we have a football-heavy top 5 today, but it's actually a baseball card that is in the number 1 spot. Can you guess who it is? We'll tell you next. Hello, sports card investors, and welcome to another Top 5 Tuesday. So much activity in the sports card market right now. Lots of price changes to dive into today. And of course, the Top 5 is sponsored by Whatnot, and tonight is the night. Ladies and gentlemen, if you saw our video from this past Sunday on the Sports Card Investor channel, you saw me buy an entire truckload of cards, literally a truckload of cards. Well, guess what? Tonight on Whatnot, I am selling all of those cards in dollar auctions starting at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight on the Cards HQ shop account on Whatnot. I'm going all the way to midnight tonight, so make sure to join me. Scan that QR code on your screen or use the link in the show description below. And if you're a first-time Whatnot customer, we'll hook you up with $15 in free credit that you can use towards winning some cards in tonight's auctions. I'll see you tonight on Cards HQ Shop on Whatnot. All right, let's start the show by taking a look at the overall sports card market with the Market Pulse by Market Movers. Over the last 7 days, we're seeing a little bit of nice upwards movement for the SCI 500 index, the 500 most prominent sports cards. It is up 0.4%. It's up 1.3% over the last 30 days and 3.8% up on the year overall. Those are good places to be. But now let's talk about the cards going up and down the most. It's time for today's Top 5. We're starting today with a cold card of the week, as we do every week, because it's a reminder that while we love to talk about cards that are hot in the sports card market, there's a lot of cards that cool off and drop in value as well. And can you guess the quarterback who is today's cold card of the week? Well, there's actually probably a few different choices of quarterbacks who would qualify, but the one who is coldest at the moment is Bryce Young. You probably guessed it, the quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. Of course, the Panthers have had an abysmal start to their 2024 season. They've gotten blown out by the Saints and the Chargers. Bryce Young was the number 1 overall pick in 2023. But man, he's 18 games into his career, and he does not look good at all. His QBR for his first 2 games this season is 8.9. I didn't even know you could have a QBR that low, and unfortunately, it has now been announced that he will be benched. The Panthers are going to be starting Andy Dalton. So Bryce Young's cards are already going down, but honestly, they're probably going to go down a lot more in the weeks ahead. Let's take a look here in Market Movers, and I'll show you how some of his cards are already moving that downwards direction. We're going to look at his 2023 Optic Hollow in PSA 10, his 2023 Prism Silver in PSA 10 as well. We're going to look at his 2023 Micro Mosaic in PSA 10, one of his short print cards, his 2023 Prism Base in PSA 10, and we're going to look at his 2023 Optic Downtown, one of his higher end cards. That one we're going to look at in raw condition. You can see on the graph all of these, especially over the last, 2 weeks, basically, since he's had those 2 bad performances. These are all pushing down, and they're all pushing down to the tune of anywhere between about 29% and all the way down at negative 54% over the course of the last 30 days. His Optic Hollow in PSA 10 has dropped from $119 down to just $55 over the last 30 days. His Prism Silver PSA 10 has gone from $223 down to $158. His Micro Mosaic has gone down from $347 to $223 in PSA 10. His Prism Base dropped from $33 to around $17, and his Optic Downtown in raw condition, 30 days ago, someone paid $750 for that card. Now you can pick it up for $449. And what's scarier is these cards probably are going to continue to drop from here. If you have any Bryce Young cards at this point in time, what are you doing? Are you holding, just hoping he'll get back on the field and maybe reinvigorate down the road? Or are you fire selling right now, knowing you're going to take a big loss? Let me know your strategy in the comments. But now let's talk about cards going up. This is a much happier conversation to have, and we're going to start with our investment card of the week. And this week, we're going to one of the all-time greats in soccer, Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo, of course, is regarded as one of the greatest soccer players of all time. He's won multiple awards for being the world's best soccer player. He set numerous records, including being the all-time leading scorer in the UEFA Champions League. And he probably had his most significant contributions to the Portuguese national team, leading them to victory in the 2016 UEFA European Championship and the 2019 UEFA Nations League. Now, Ronaldo's rookie cards are hard to come by in top condition. You have to go all the way back to 2002, the Panini Mega Crack set from 2002. That was distributed only in Portugal upon its release, and they used poor card stock. And of course, a lot of the cards were not well taken care of. So today, in top condition, they're very hard to find and they're very valuable. We're looking here in Market Movers at that 2002 Panini Sports Mega Cracks card number 137. And we're going to look at this card in PSA 10 condition, PSA 9, PSA 8, PSA 7, PSA 6, and PSA 5 to give you a variety of different price ranges. We're looking on the graph over the last year, the last 365 days. You can see these are all generally moving up over the course of the last year. In fact, did have a couple of the grades drop slightly, like the PSA 6 is down 4%. The PSA 10 actually is down about 1% over the last year, but many of the grades are up. The PSA 8 is up 3% over the last year. The PSA 7 is up about 18% over the last year, and the PSA 5 is actually up 122% over the last year. There was a PSA 5 a year ago that sold for $1,800, and that most recently sold for $4,000. So you're seeing a lot of nice upwards movement on that card. If you look at the PSA 10, that card actually hasn't sold since December. So when we say it's down 1.2%, well, the most recent sale was many, many months ago. If it sold again today, chances are it probably would sell for more, and you would see that card moving up as well. That PSA 10 is just a population of 38. So a very rare card, most recently sold back in December for around $62,000. And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to talk about a card to splurge on and to put in your safe and to have that be worth multiples and multiples and multiples of what you spent today, 10, 20, 30 years from now, this one would be near the very top of my list. I am very optimistic long-term about soccer cards, and getting a PSA 10 of one of the GOAT's rookie cards when it's a low pop, that, in my opinion, is a pretty smart way to go. But now let's talk about some of the hot cards from recent years. And we're starting today in the number 5 spot with Kumar Rocker, the pitcher for the Texas Rangers. Rocker was the 3rd overall pick in the 2022 Major League Baseball draft, and he dealt with a career's worth of adversity before finally stepping into the major leagues and getting on the mound after just 16 minor league appearances. That debut for Rocker was last Thursday against the Mariners, and he was as good as everybody expected a healthy Rocker to be. He only pitched 4 innings in his debut, but he struck out 7 batters. He only allowed 1 run. This has baseball card collectors and prospectors and those who have held his card maybe since he had his first cards back in 2022. Very excited, and all of those cards are surging up in the market right now. Let's take a look at Market Movers at some of those first Bowman cards from 2022 Bowman Chrome Draft. This is the refractor auto number to 499 in raw condition. This is the base version of that auto card in raw condition. We also have the Aqua Lava refractor. This one was number to 199 in raw condition. We've also got his 2022 Bowman's Best of 2022 autographs in raw condition. And then finally, from 2022 Bowman Draft Sapphire Edition, this is his base card from that Sapphire set in PSA 10 condition. And you can look on the screen over the last 30 days, all of these moving up and to the right, which is what you want to see. In fact, these are all up anywhere between about 18% and all the way up at 173%. From a percentage standpoint, it is that Sapphire and PSA 10 that has gone up the most. That card you could have scooped up 30 days ago for just $41, and it most recently sold for $112. But all of these cards seeing nice gains. That refractor version of his auto has gone from 100 to 127, and the non-refractor has gone from about 50 to about 71. And if he continues to impress, who knows where these cards can go from here. Let's turn to football for the number 4 spot today, and it's a name that you probably aren't expecting to see in the top 5. You certainly would not have expected it a week ago. But then there was a major injury to the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, and in comes Skylar Thompson. Yes, Skylar Thompson is the number 4 card this week. Now, the Miami Dolphins have found themselves in a similar situation to what they experienced 2 seasons ago. Of course, as you know, Thursday night against the Bills, Tua suffered a devastating hit, another concussion that is going to keep him probably sidelined for a while. Thompson was drafted back in 2022 by the Dolphins, and he actually played a significant amount of time in his rookie season because Tua was injured that season as well. Teddy Bridgewater, who was the backup back then, was sidelined as well. Thompson was impressive in college for Kansas State. He currently ranks 2nd in Kansas State history for passing yards and 3rd for passing touchdowns. So he's got some pedigree to him, and now he's got a chance to lead the Dolphins again. And this has some football card collectors and speculators scooping up his cards, and that's driving prices up. Let's look at 4 of his 2022 rookie cards here in Market Movers. This is his 2022 Contenders rookie ticket auto card in raw condition. This is his 2022 Prism rookie auto no huddle in raw condition. We're also going to look at his 2022 Optic rated rookie hollow number to 125 in raw condition, and then finally his 2022 Contenders Optic rookie ticket auto in raw condition as well. And you can see all of these, not a ton of sales of these cards, but the sales that have occurred have really jumped the price of these cards up over the last few days. You can see what I'm talking about on that graph. And in fact, over the last 30 days as a whole, these cards are up, get this, anywhere from 167% all the way up to 900%. Sit down for this one, ladies and gentlemen. His 2022 Contenders rookie ticket auto card in raw condition. There have been 19 sales of that card over the last 30 days, including somebody 30 days ago who bought that card for $5. It most recently sold for $50. That's not a bad flip at all. Imagine buying a card. You probably could have even found that maybe like in a $1 bin or certainly a $5 bin at a card show 30 days ago, and now you could turn around, list it on eBay, and that card will probably sell for around $50 or maybe even a little bit more for you, especially more if he performs well next weekend. We'll see what happens there. But that's a pretty incredible story. All of these cards headed in the right direction. His Prism rookie autograph no huddle's gone from around $20 to now around $70. His Optic rated rookie hollow auto, this one's gone from around $11 all the way up to now around $58. That is a massive increase as well. And his rookie ticket auto from Contenders Optics gone from around $15 to around $40. So man, go dig through your binders. If you got any Skylar Thompson cards, now is the time to get them out. Let's stick with football for the number 3 spot today, and it is Rashee Rice, the wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. Of course, Rashee Rice played a big role last year for the Chiefs as they went on that awesome run to the Super Bowl. And here we are in 2024, and they are at it again. The Chiefs have started this season 2-0, and Rice has been a key contributor. He has been one of Patrick Mahomes' primary targets in the early part of this season so far. Rice is known for his speed, his agility, and his strong hands, and he put all of that on display in the Chiefs' first 2 games. This past weekend against the Bengals, Rice had 5 receptions for 75 yards, including an over-the-top 44-yard touchdown. As you can imagine, these are all good signs for his card prices. And here we're taking a look at Market Movers at 5 of those cards. This is his 2023 Prism rookie auto silver in raw condition. We're also going to look at his 2023 Optic hollow in PSA 10 condition. We're going to look at his 2023 Prism silver in PSA 10 condition. By the way, I got to give a shout out to this new feature in Market Movers, because check this out. When you're looking at a card like this, you can hit that little down arrow, see what the card is priced at in all the different available variations, as well as this to see what the card is priced at in all of the different available grades. It's a pretty incredible new feature, now available in Market Movers. All right, let's keep going here. We've also got Rashee Rice's 2023 Contenders Optic. This is his rookie ticket auto in raw condition. And then finally, we're looking at his 2023 Optic Red in raw condition. You can see the graph. These things have gone nuts over the course of the last 2 weeks. In fact, these cards are up anywhere between about 12% and all the way up at around 79%. His Prism rookie autograph in silver in raw condition, 30 days ago, you could have scooped that card up for around $47. Today, it's valued at around $83. His Optic Holo PSA 10's gone from $30 to $46. His Prism Silver PSA 10 has increased from $52 up to $75 over the last 30 days. His Optic Rookie Ticket Auto has gone from around $65 to around $73 in raw condition. And his Optic Red, numbered to 99 in raw condition, has gone from $40 to over $70. A nice month for Rashee Rice's cards. We continue with football for the number 2 spot today. It is a quarterback who has been impressive in his first couple of games. There's probably a few different quarterbacks who might qualify for the description that I just gave, but the one whose cards are going up the most is Baker Mayfield. Yes, the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mayfield has the Bucs off to an impressive 2-0 start. They had a blowout win in Week 1 over the Commanders, in which Baker threw for 289 yards and 4 touchdowns in that game. And then this last week, they impressed by pulling off the upset over the Detroit Lions. Yes, Teapots, Detroit Lions in Detroit. So super impressive for Baker Mayfield and the Bucs. Of course, Mayfield was a former first overall pick. Didn't look it for some years with Cleveland, but he is looking it now with Tampa Bay, and his card prices are starting to look the part as well. Let's take a look here at some of those cards in Market Movers. These are his 2018 rookie cards. This is his 2018 Optic Base in PSA 10 condition. We're also going to look at his Donruss Base in PSA 10 condition as well. We're going to look at his 2018 Select Field Level Silver in PSA 10 condition, his 2018 Optic Holo in PSA 10 condition, his 2018 Prism Base in PSA 10 condition, and then finally, his 2021 Optic Downtown in PSA 10 condition as well. You can look at the chart. These are all moving the exact direction you would want to see if you hold any Baker Mayfield cards. These are all up in the sports card market, anywhere between about 17% and about 76%. Wow. Over the course of the last 30 days. His Optic Holo, or rather I should say his Optic Base in PSA 10 has gone from $37 to $65. His Donruss Base has gone from $26 to $44. His Select Field Level Silver has climbed from $68 to $88. His Optic Holo has gone from $89 to $150 in PSA 10. His Prism Base in PSA 10 has gone from $48 to $66. And finally, his 2021 Optic Downtown in PSA 10 has gone from $455 to $531. All of those increases over just the last 30 days. All right, it's time for today's number 1 card, but before I give it to you, let me remind you that all of the charts and graphs from today's episode are from Market Movers, and I just showed you that awesome new feature Market Movers has to show you all of the different variations and all of the different grades and what all of their prices are at a quick glance for more than 4 million cards in our database. Guys, you should really check out Market Movers right now. Go to sportscardinvestor.com and click Market Movers in the main menu bar, or go to the App Store on your phone and download the Market Movers app from the App Store. You could try it all for free. All right, here we are. The number 1 card. I told you it was a baseball card. It's a guy who was very familiar with the top 5 list, although we haven't seen him on the list in recent months, which is surprising because he might be the best player in baseball right now. I'm talking about Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers. It is great to see Shohei back in the number 1 spot. As the end of the regular season approaches, the Dodgers, of course, look poised to make a run in the playoffs. possibly get their way into the World Series. They were a World Series favorite entering this season. We'll see if they can live up to that or not. If they do, I guarantee Shohei is going to be one of the major reasons why. He's having an absolutely incredible season, and he is on the verge of a potentially historic feat. With 13 games remaining, he is just 3 home runs and 2 stolen bases away from becoming the first player ever to reach the 50-50 club. Nobody has ever done that before. Really has never even gotten quite that close to. No one's even gotten as close as he already is. And here he is with an opportunity to become the first player with 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in a single season. I hope he gets there. It would be great to see. It would be great for him. It would be great for baseball overall. But even if he doesn't, what an incredible historic season Shohei Ohtani has had. And his card prices are reflecting it. Let's look here in Market Movers at some of those cards. This is his 2018 Topps base card in PSA 10 condition. We're also going to look at his 2018 Topps Chrome base card in PSA 10 condition. Those are the pitching versions. His 2018 Bowman Chrome base card in PSA 10 condition. His 2018 Topps Chrome Update card in PSA 10 condition. His 2018 Topps Chrome Update Rookie Debut card in PSA 10 condition. And then finally, on the high end, his 2018 Topps Chrome Update X-Fractor, that one numbered to 99 in PSA 10 condition. And you can see how all of these, just a steady climb over the last 30 days. His market is really heating up. And these have sold a ton of times as well. I mean, some of these cards, like his 2018 Topps Chrome base card pitching PSA 10, that card sold 216 times online over the course of the last 30 days, yet it's still moving up in price. All of these are moving up in price anywhere between about 5% and all the way up at 52%. That 2018 Topps base card in PSA 10 with him pitching 30 days ago was $113. Today it is $171. That's a big price increase, especially considering there's 9,200 of those cards that exist out there. It's a massive pop of those cards, and it's still moving up a lot despite that. His 2018 Bowman Chrome base in PSA 10 condition batting, that one's gone from $621 to $845, a $224 increase in just 30 days. And how about his 2018 Topps Chrome X-Fractor, numbered to 99? The higher end of Ohtani's market is moving up as well. That one in PSA 10 condition 30 days ago was $3,220, and it most recently sold for $4,200. That is a $980 increase on that card in just 30 days. Wow, what a month for Shohei Ohtani's cards. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's show, and I am heading over right now to go live on Whatnot. Do not miss this sale. I'm going to put that QR code back up on the screen for you again right now, and the link is in the show description below. Cards HQ shop on Whatnot. Tonight, Tuesday night, I am live from 7 p.m. to midnight Eastern time, selling all of the cards from that big truckload deal at Sports Card Investor. It is going to be a fun show. I'll have some giveaways as well. Please join me tonight on Cards HQ shop on Whatnot. I appreciate you watching. See you soon in the next episode. Take care.